Hey dude, so I mentioned before that I've been house slash dog sitting for my uncle and cousin. Um, and so for the duration that I've been here, I've been using some of their shampoo and body wash and stuff. I brought my own face, mostly face and skincare and makeup, but some of the things I already knew that they were going to have, like toothbrush, shampoo, toothpaste rather, shampoos, body washes. So I don't want to bring those things in my luggage when I came. And so I thought it'd be kind of fun actually to do a first impressions video on some of the products that I've been using while I've been here. And one of the things I really like about sleeping over at a friend's house or visiting over at a new location or a hotel or something is being able to try some new products that I've never tried before and not really having to commit to really owning them or having to finish them up if I don't really like them. So let's dive into some of the things that I've been using while I've been here. So as far as showering and shampooing has gone, like I mentioned, I didn't bring any of those items with me when I came. So I've mostly been using a couple of things that I found in my cousin Sam's bathroom. One is the Aveda Dry Remedy Moisturizing Shampoo with Buriti Oil. It's supposed to drench dry and brittle hair with moisture. Granted, my hair is not very dry right now, but she had like 6 different bottles of conditioner, but only 1 bottle of shampoo. This one. And like a little bit of a Joico shampoo that I sort of like better. This Aveda one was really interesting though. It comes out in a very thick cream, and I didn't find that it lathered very well. It was very lotiony in my hand, and I couldn't really spread it around my hair that well. So if I were to buy this, I don't think I would repurchase again, and I'm not really interested in really buying the whole bottle of it. For body wash, and what actually inspired me to do this first impressions video, I used the Nivea Touch of Happiness Moisturizing Body Wash. It has orange blossom and bamboo essence in it. It's supposed to refresh and invigorate. I've used this for 2 showers so far, and then I had to switch to something else. With this, I just felt like there was a thick layer of creamy lotion on my skin that I couldn't quite tell if it actually washed away any of the dirt or, you know, the sweat that I got from running or working out. And I thought, okay, maybe it's just, I'll try it again a second day, maybe I'll like it better. I tried it again, nope, I didn't like it. I just, again, I need a little bit of squeaky cleanness when I'm washing, and this really didn't give it to me, so I would not buy this. I'm sure it's great if you have super dry skin and if you really like a moisturized body wash because you're too lazy to moisturize after, but for me that's just not my jam. So I went around the house looking through all their bathrooms until I found this Rain Tree Pineapple Shower Gel, which I like so much better because it gives me that like mild squeaky clean feel that I really enjoy. But it smells like crushed pineapple. In the middle of the day, I do like to just use a gentle toner to wipe off any oiliness that I've accumulated through the day without having to wash my face fully. And I forgot to bring toner, and I've kind of ran out of toner, but have been using some press samples that I've been kind of meh about, so I didn't really bring them. But I saw that Sam had the Biotherm Biosource Instant Hydration Toning Lotion for normal combination skin. It didn't exactly wipe a lot of the oil off. Usually when I use a toner that does that, you can see on the cotton round a bit of yellowness or like from the grease or the oil that you've taken off your face. This definitely has a nice hydrating feel to it though. You feel like your skin is just a little bit more supple and moisturized, but I think I needed a little bit more astringency without having too much alcohol content in my lotion slash toner. So I like it. I'm glad I got to try it because then now I know that this might not be exactly what I'm looking for, so I might want to consider some other formulas from Biotherm. And one interesting to note when I was digging through my cousin's makeup was that I saw her Estee Lauder gift with purchase palettes, and it just took me back to when my mom would buy things from Estee Lauder and she would get the gift with purchases, and they would come with those palettes. And those were the first eyeshadows I ever got. Before I was interested in makeup and could buy my own makeup, my mom would just hand me, you know, the palette and be like, here, play with this. This is yours now, since she didn't really wear eyeshadow and still doesn't really wear eyeshadow. And people don't talk about these. They kind of look like this, or like the really old ones look like this. But I still have some of those shadows. They're so buttery, and the color is just really, really pigmented. Like all the good things you could say about shadows. Estee Lauder shadows from their old gift with purchase palettes, and maybe some of their new palettes, though I haven't tried those, so I'm not going to say, but their old gift with purchase palettes really have good quality, and they don't get mentioned. Everyone talks about Urban Decay or, you know, Too Faced, or the products that you can readily find at Sephora. And I know Sephora carries Estee Lauder, but for whatever reason, that brand just doesn't get a lot of hype until recently. So if you do find that your mom or some other relative has some old gift with purchase eyeshadow palettes, give them a try. They're really great. And, you know, maybe you're not comfortable using like decade old eyeshadow palettes, but I still have some of the shadows that I've deposited into my Makeup Forever palette, and I think I still have a hard time giving them up, even though I declutter my singles relatively frequently. I still have a hard time giving some of those Estee Lauder shadows up or just throwing them away, because the colors are just so nice and they work so well. Even though I did bring some makeup with me, I knew I wasn't going to go a super ton, but I didn't expect to be filming. So I did use my makeup that I brought, but obviously I want to dive into some of the makeup that my cousin had. And one of the things that I really wanted to try right away was the Too Faced Boudoir eyes. She wore this when we went to Cancun for our other cousin's wedding, and I just thought her eye makeup was stunning. It was great. It was lots of purpley taupes and light pinks, and it made me want to try the palette out. But thankfully, now that I'm here, I got to try this palette out, and it is wonderfully wearable. Even the fashion look, which, you know, gives you a bit of a darker 3 shades to work with, I would be comfortable wearing during the day. And even if I didn't go and use a look straight through an aisle, I can like mix and match colors from the top and bottom to make different looks. I've used this about twice. It does kick up a lot of powder though when I place my brush into it, which I'm not a fan of. And I would say that the texture when you touch your finger to the pan has some of the shades have the same sort of stiffness as the Too Faced Chocolate Bar palette, and not quite the same butteriness as the Too Faced Natural Eyes palette, which I really, really like. But still, they blend really nicely on the lid, and they show up quite well on the lid. I'm wearing it now. You probably won't be able to see it because I'm wearing glasses, but let's see if you can take a look at those shades. I really like this, but again, I know I have similar colors, so I'm not going to be rushing out to get this. But following along the Too Faced theme, actually, she had the Too Faced Shadow Insurance that I had never used. The very first shadow primer I used was the Urban Decay one, and then I followed it with NARS, and now I'm using MAC Soft Ochre Paint Pot as a base. This was good. I didn't really have any super strong impressions about it. I think it does the job. It doesn't, even though it's sort of beige color, when you squeeze it out, it doesn't really even out your eyelid discoloration or coloring that much. So it's not like soft ochre where you get a pigmented beige color and you're just like putting it over your eyelids. So it's quite light in texture and feel on the skin, which some people might like. You know, it wasn't like, oh my god, this is revolutionary. It's a good quality product. It does the job. For a facial cream, this isn't something I found in my cousin's bathroom, but something I brought with me because it was a tiny little Sephora Instant Moisturizer that I've kept for a long time, thinking, you know, when I travel for short durations, I'll just bring this little tube of moisturizer and it'll be great. But I think I've kept this for too long because it smells a little funny and it just didn't spread on my skin that nicely and it kind of just sat on my skin. Maybe it's, yeah, because I kept this for probably over 3 years. It should have gone into the recycling a long time ago, I think. So there you go. Those were some first impressions of some products that I've been borrowing from my cousin while I've been house sitting for her and her family. Give me some feedback on some first impressions of products that you've liked or disliked when you visited friends or stayed over with relatives. Was there something that you tried for the first time and really loved and you purchased again, or really disliked and never wanted to use it ever again? So tell me your stories about this sort of thing. I would love to hear them, and thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the next video. Bye!